To say you're the life, you just claim to be more than a man. And he says, you want to get to the Father, you want to be with me, you want to dwell with me, you better come to me and accept me as I am. But the Jesus of the New Testament, who's the Christ of history, is not a Muslim prophet. His name is not Isa ibn Maryam. He did not announce the coming of Ahmed, because the Quran says in chapter 61 verse 6 that the good news of Jesus is that he announced the coming of a messenger after him named Ahmed. So if you ask the Muslim, what is the gospel of Christ? Oh, he predicted the coming of Muhammad. And remember when Jesus, son of Mary, said, "O children of Israel, I'm truly Allah's messenger to you, confirming the Torah which came before me, and giving good news of a messenger after me whose name will be Ahmed." That's the good news of Islam. He prepared you for Muhammad. That's not the Jesus of history. The Jesus of history claims to be the very God in such a way that even the Quran acknowledges no man can claim the titles he claimed. When I said that one of the names of Allah is the truth, Al-Haq, and he is the life, and he's also the first and the last. Well, if you go to chapter 22, verse 6 to 7, there you're going to see the names of Allah pretty much plagiarized from what Jesus said prior to the Quran. You'd think, if I didn't tell you this is Allah speaking, you think that you're reading the Gospel of John, because what is said about God here, the Allah of Islam, is exactly parroted from what Jesus says in the Gospel of John, which comes 600 years earlier. Chapter 22, verse 6 to 7 says, that is because Allah is the truth, Al-Haq, that's one of the names of Allah, and because he gives life to the dead, and because he is over all things competent. Now here's an interesting part in verse 7, and that the hour is coming, no doubt about it, that Allah will resurrect those in the grave. See, only Allah gives life and resurrects the dead, and he's the truth. Well, if I go to the Gospel of John chapter 5, Jesus said all those things, but he applied it to himself. He says it 600 years before Muhammad showed up. So who's plagiarizing whom? It's not Jesus plagiarizing Allah. Now watch. For just as the Father raises the dead and gives them life, even so the Son gives life to whom he is pleased to give it. So Father and Son both give life. But in 25, if you watch verse 25, verily, truly I tell you, an hour is coming and has now come when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, not Allah.